thus facilitating the exchange of ideas, innovation, and initiatives to drive positive change. Over the next few days, we will delve into various aspects of sustainability education, from climate change to sustainability innovation to ecosystem restoration and circular economy. Our esteemed speakers will share their expertise, research findings, and success stories, igniting a spark within each participant to become agents of change in our communities. Let us make this fifth anniversary edition of the International Conference on Sustainability a resounding success. Together, let us embark on the transformative journey towards a sustainable future, because the future of humanity and indeed all of us on earth depends on us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. I would now like to welcome and invite our chief guest, Sri Atul Bagai, sir. He's the country head for United Nations Environment Programs, UNEP. Can we have a great round of applause, please? He has decisively led from the front to fulfill its mandate across the climate.
After everything having been said, I was wondering, is there anything that I can add? That's my first. With such a distinguished panel here, I think all the right messages have already been given. So I'm wondering what new can I add to it? And the second tragedy certainly is that the longer I speak, the longer I'll keep you away from the tea that is waiting for you outside. So I'll try to be very, very brief, and I'll not let that young girl come here with that message that I have 2 more minutes to wind up. But I wanted to give just 4 or 5 small messages, if they can be called messages. And Rambuji started with the Chandrayaan story, which got carried on by the other panelists also. But I wanted to highlight Kartikeya, who actually taught me environmental education 20 years ago, also has a very illustrious mother. And no one is talking about her, everyone is talking about his father. And she actually was one of the best dancers, classical dancer in India. But more important was, she embodied the empowerment of women. And when you talk of education and sustainability, Rambuji, women have to be at the center stage. And I only see one woman on the panel here. I think that needs to change. And unless we all men realize this very, very important factor, we can make noises, but nothing is going to change as far as education is concerned. The second thing is, certainly we are fighting a triple planetary crisis. And this crisis of climate, the crisis of nature, and the crisis of pollution is something that we are all grappling with. There's also this whole concept of 9 planetary boundaries that was set by a group of 28 scientists in early 2000s. And the latest study shows that we've already transgressed 6 of those 9. So it's actually a problem we are all facing. But then who's to blame for it? And I really admire Anil Joshiji's work and what he said. We have to think about this earth, and we all, especially my generation, is the one to blame. And I apologize for what we have done to this earth, because I see a lot of youngsters here who are facing the wrath of our misactions. And I think we need to look at this, our generation really needs to look at how we can rectify this mistake that we have committed. And I'm often reminded of one of our champions of earth, Afroz Shah. Some of you may have heard of him. He got the Champions of the Earth Award in 2018, and he does beach cleaning in Warsaw every weekend. And he gets school children to do the beach cleaning. But before he starts that beach cleaning every weekend, he first apologizes to each and every student that the mess that we have created is actually something that they should not be living with it. because they should be here to see a beautiful, pristine beach where they should be playing and not cleaning it up. And I think that apology that he gives from his heart is something that each and every one of our generation needs to look at it. And finally, I would like to add, and I again come back to Anilji. He talked about our traditions, that our knowledge systems, our old knowledge is so much interconnected with nature. When we get up in the morning and we get off the bed and touch the ground, we immediately apologize and seek forgiveness from Mother Earth that my dirty feet are touching her. This is what we've been brought up with. This is so integral to our learning, to our bringing up, to our studying, that we are the ones who are actually have forgotten all those traditions and are now spoiling this Mother Earth. Another very big tradition we have is that we treat our guests as gods, Atiti Devo Bhav. And whenever a guest comes to your house, you would rather feed him first rather than feeding the family members. Through this amazing campaign that Pradeep ji has started, and I remember Rambut ji coming to my office when I joined India about in 2018, of talking of joining Mobius Foundation and trying to come up with a sustainability conference like this. And I'm really amazed to see what he has done with Pradeep ji's guidance, and now my colleague Praveen has joined them. This 5th conference, which is coming up over the next 2 days, it will be great if we can add on through our sustainability education one more principle in our lives and in our mindsets, Prakriti Devo Bhav, that nature is God. And if that mindset we can come up with, I think half a battle of sustainability and education is won. I will not take more time because I know everyone wants to have a hot cup of tea, and so am I. Thanks a lot for inviting me, and it's my colleague from Nairobi is here, Sam Barrett, who would be part of these conversations over the next 2 days, and my colleague Gayatri, who works very closely with a lot of partners here. They will be here to give some of more technical issues on sustainability and education. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, sir. And with this, our session for this year is off to a great start with such wonderful words of motivation and some very inspiring people who are here with us. And to add some more energy to this, we are now proud to announce a very special launch of souvenirs. We would now be releasing the conference souvenirs volume. Can we please have it on stage? I'll just check. Can we once again have a great round of applause for the release of the conference souvenirs volume? These steps will now help us support our initiative and drive. We hope all of you help us in our cause with great zeal and eagerness. Once again, a great round of applause.
जल्दी जाओ, खत्म हो जाएगा, बुद्धि बंट जाएगा।
I would like to thank our dignitaries on stage, and I would now call upon Dr. Ram Booj once again to deliver an end to this inaugural ceremony and give a vote of thanks. Can we please have you here, sir?
I think this is very much just a ritual, but on behalf of all of you, let us give a big hand to our chief guest, Atul Bagai. Sir, really, you inspired everyone. You're like